Now let's start understanding how to create a user-defined functions. Every user-defined function in Python starts with the def keyword followed by function name and optionally parameters and function block. Inside function block, you write one statement or multiple statements, depends upon your requirement. And finally, we write return statement. This is the syntax of user-defined functions. So every Python function starts with keyword called def, function name, inside parenthesis, list of parameters. Parameters are optional. And we write one statement or multiple statements based on the requirement. Finally, we write return statement. Return statement also optional. Return statement also optional thing. Okay. Now let's start implementing functions. So functions we can implement with the parameters, without the parameters, with return type, without a return type. Okay. In first example, I am writing function without a parameters. So a function contains two parts. One is function implementation and second part is function call. So this one function definition. So here I written a sum function and in this sum function I am performing addition. Then I am printing a value, b value, sum of a comma b value. So this is my sum function. Then I am writing function call. In this function call, I am calling sum function without passing any arguments because it is not taking any arguments. So you can see output. So I created a function without a parameters. While calling function, we are also call function without a parameters. Second example thing. In this second example, observe, I am creating a function with two parameters. I am creating a function with two parameters. So sum to it expecting a comma b, two parameters. And inside sum function, I am writing a logic to perform sum operation, displaying a variable, displaying b variable values. Now, I am trying to call this function. So if you want to call that function, you need to pass a parameters. Otherwise, it will not work. So that's why in function call, first I am reading two variable values. Then I am passing those variables to some function. See, I am passing 10, I am passing 5, then I am getting a value, b value, sum of a comma b value. Yes or no? Yeah. Next, I am creating another function with return type. See here, in function implementation, I'm just concentrating on I'm just concentrating on business logic. I'm not writing any printing logic. I'm mainly focusing on only business logic result we are sending back to the caller. Who calls this function? For them, we are returning result. They are responsible to display result into their expectation format. Then I am writing function call. Inside function call, I am passing two parameters. So first, I am reading two variables. Then I am calling this function. This function is returning value. That returned value, I am storing into one variable. Then I am printing a variable, b variable, sum of a comma b. This printing logic I am taking care at function call. Let's say my printing style may be different. Your printing style may be different. So instead of writing that logic inside a function, then we can give it to the caller. I may print all three. You may print only three. Someone may print only result. Okay. So that's why inside a function, we focus mainly on business logic and we return result to the caller. Let me execute this one. So I'm entering 10 first variable. I'm entering 20 for second variable. See the output. Clear writing, how to create functions and how to create a function without parameters, with parameters, with return type. Clear, right? Okay.